What is going on? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today I want to talk to you about Lucid. I want to go over some of the current data points and why big money has started to really buy Lucid over the last several trading days. So I'm going to go over all that, but first make sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. With that said, let's get right to it. So right now it is up 2.22%, 14.3 million shares being traded, 29.4 or 0.9 is the average. So a little bit low, but if you do see what big money is doing, they are buying. So based on the bid, the ask, and the selling price, most of the transactions today over $100,000 are buys. So if you do look back over the last several trading days, this is why you do see a correlation on big money buying and the price stabilizing, and if not, kind of trending up. And even when I did bring up in my video yesterday some expectations for this upcoming week, I did feel that the bullish momentum from Friday was going to carry over into today, and lo and behold, it did. There has been no news from Lucid, no SEC filings, nothing like that, but I feel like today there's a divide that is starting among EVs. And some people might argue, I guess it happened previously, but with Lucid and several other stocks, there seems to be a bottoming happening today, and I guess even from Friday. But in essence, there's a lot of EVs that are trending down, such as Polestar. There's even Fisker, VinFast. A lot of those companies are not kind of well financially, and plus just the market generally doesn't like them. So a lot of those companies that are kind of destined for bankruptcy or near bankruptcy are trending down. So today I feel like is a very big divide. So if there is value in the market, big money is buying it. So I think this is why institutions are buying Lucid today. And plus, over this last weekend, I was looking at a lot of stocks, growth stocks, and even within the EV sector, and Lucid stood out. So looking at the PS ratio, it is 10.4. So in comparison to what it once was, Lucid is a steal of a deal. And even looking at the book value, so price over book is 1.3. That is insanely cheap. So based on Lucid's assets that they do have, cash and cash equivalents and whatever else, like you're basically paying in the share price right now, mostly just assets. So that is insane. So once again, I do feel that big money is scouring the market for value plays, and Lucid's kind of meeting that criteria, even though things aren't really working all that well operationally. And sometimes maybe I'm a little bit too harsh on them, but obviously I mean the best. But all in all, I feel like Lucid is a good deal based on what they do have currently. So that's just my own interpretation. Shorts clearly disagree because they are increasing 1.45 million shares right now. 26.94% of the free float is being shorted. That works out to be 237.02 million shares being shorted. Cost per hour average is 24.23% and utilization is at 100%. Through interactive broker, short availability does also indicate that there is 0 shares available to be shorted. So once again, Lucid, as I've said in the past, technically isn't a squeeze play only because they do frequently miss on one criteria, and that is a surprise catalyst. But if someone like a AMC kind of tinfoil hat individual was to look at this information, they could easily say, yes, this stock right here is a squeeze play. Just the only thing that you do need, you either need a mass amount of buying, so either you get Wall Street bets on Lucid for some reason, or Lucid comes out with a good catalyst, then yes, you could have a very good squeeze on your hands. So let me know your thoughts on that. Looking at options, equally bullish. Despite the overall dollar value going down, so $303,000 in calls being purchased versus 234 in puts, 58% of all the options being done today are optimistic and bullish. And of those bullish options that are being purchased, there's a consensus for it to be above $3. And the bearish ones, it is anticipated for it to be sub $3. So risk versus reward, definitely in favor of more upside. And so I think that has to do more so with the technicals as well. So speaking on technicals, with it at $2.76, it was able to successfully break above this S2, and so far it is staying there. So $2.72 as of right now, it's going to be a strong support, but we'll just have to wait and see what does happen with the rest of the trading day. We are about to head into power hour, just so you guys have a time frame on when this video was done. But $2.97 will be that next target for Lucid. But over the next several days, there's going to be a lot of volatility associated to the whole Fed meeting, last minute jitters and whatnot. But if that data is positive, then you can easily see Lucid back into possibly the 337 range in the short term. So that's something to kind of consider. So looking on the actual chart, it is still lower percentile of the Bollinger Band, still below a lot of the key pivotal moving averages, but it does show that bottoming like I kind of mentioned right here. And right now, starting today, you do see a bullish deviation, so white line above the red, and it is considered oversold. So as I've said, time and time again, if Lucid puts out some news of substance operationally, then you will see a rush of value investors. Aside from that though, you do see number of retail investors slowly starting to get back into Lucid. So clearly a little bit hesitant, but I feel like those investors that are buying now and have been buying over the last little bit do realize what Lucid is going to accomplish in the coming years, and especially based on their crappy last earnings, so their Q4 earnings, maybe this is where people are saying that bigger and better things might be coming down the pipeline. Future, of course. So let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Give yourself a shout out. Have you been buying Lucid? Have you been selling? What have you been doing with Lucid? I haven't really done all that much, and like I kind of signaled over the last couple of videos, especially with Lucid stock price going down so much, it's not really advantageous to do options as of right now. Coming from at least a weekly standpoint, you can always extend it out to monthly or whatever, but right now, I haven't been doing all that much, because when you are doing options, you want volatility. So Lucid definitely does have that, but with it at $2.75 right now, like your only two options, at least for weeklies, are $3 and $2.50. And it's not really worth the risk versus reward to do weeklies at those kind of strike prices. So I don't know, I'll just wait until Lucid goes up a little bit more and it'll still continue its volatility. But as far as the premiums, you can get a little bit more. So if you have been doing options, I know I've ranted a little bit there, but if you are doing options, let me know potentially what are you doing, weeklies, monthlies, or what strike prices. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. One final thing, as I always share with you, make sure you guys take advantage of this promo. It is literally free shares, so you might as well. So simply sign up for an account with me, throw $100 at it, and you get 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. A lot of people have been sending me a lot of their stocks, and they're valued around like $20 to $30, but of course it could be up to $2,000. So take advantage of this. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.